This is Blake motherfucking Shelton right in front of me. Like, we're ready to haul ass to get front row. Like, we're getting front row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that don't know, my name is Brenda, and I fucking hate myself because every single time I'm like, let's stop that. I am so excited about today's video because anytime I talk about this day or think about it or anything, I just get so excited. My heart gets so happy because I can't believe that it actually happened. But I'm going to be telling you guys about the time that I met not only the daddy Blake Shelton, I also got to meet Adam Levine, Miley Cyrus, and Alicia Keys, and it was top 10, like in the top 10 best days of my life. I'm so excited to share this beautiful experience with you. So if you guys are interested in hearing about it, go ahead and just keep on watching. Okay, so this story takes place back in June of 2016. A trip planned to go to LA for the very first time with two of my friends that we are going to be calling Rachel and Phoebe. And Rachel, Phoebe, and I, it's so weird saying that. So Rachel, Phoebe, and I planned this trip in January of that year. None of us had ever gone to LA. We wanted to go on a trip, so you know, whatever. Fast forward to June. It's like a week before we're leaving, and I don't remember who it was, but it was either Phoebe or Rachel. Came across this website where they were giving out free tickets to like recordings of shows. Like they had like Ridiculousness, The Voice, Jimmy Fallon, like all those shows that they record in LA, like you can get free tickets for. And so we got tickets for Ridiculousness, The Voice, like the actual show where they judge the singers, and then The Voice, like where the judges were gonna be performing Dream On, and they were gonna be playing that before the Olympics that just passed, but they were recording it in June. Like, okay, first of all, I had no idea that live recordings on TVs aren't actually live. Like, they recorded this in June and they were playing it before the Olympics live. I had no idea they did that. My mind was blown when I found that out. So we got tickets for that. We were excited. Now we ended up not going to The Voice, like the one where the people were singing. I don't remember why we didn't go, truthfully, but we ended up not going to that one. We regretted it after we went to them recording Dream On because it was the day after the other recording that we skipped. So, but whatever, we learned. So we were in LA for a week, and this happened on Wednesday. So Wednesday rolls around, we wake up, get ready, we're so pumped, so excited. We had gone and got new outfits the day before, like we were ready. We get in the car, drive to the studio set, wherever that they were going to be recording this. And before we even got there, like when you print out the tickets, they let you know, like, oh, you can't wear these specific colors, you can't bring this, like blah blah blah. Like you cannot bring shit in there. Like we had to leave our phones in the car. I'm pretty sure we left like everything in the car besides like our IDs and like debit card, just in case like we needed to buy something. But like other than that, we cannot bring anything in. And I guess like I was mad that I couldn't bring my phone in. I was thinking about sneaking it in, but I didn't know how because they had like metal detector wands and like the little thing you have to walk through. So I was like, I'm not about that life. Like I don't feel like being told to go all the way back to my car and leave my phone, or like I just didn't feel like dealing with that, so we just left our phones. I'm assuming they told us to leave our phones because it was like a live recording, but they weren't going to air it until August, so they didn't want people like leaking anything. We arrive at the studio and like it's popping, like the lines are long. I'm already tired and I haven't even started walking. As we're walking up to like the gates so we can like go through security and get in, we noticed that like, okay, because the way we were walking, we would pass people passing like already through security, and so we would see people, and some people got blue wristbands and other people got gold wristbands. I don't remember, those are the exact same colors, but those are the colors we're gonna use. We were like obviously curious, like what do the different wristbands mean, you know, but we kept walking. We get up to security and we get told to go to the left, and we got gold wristbands. But mind you, only like a few people had those wristbands, but like the majority of people had the blue wristbands. So we were like, okay, like what's up, like why were we chosen, you know? Looked good, like we tried to look good because hello, like if we ended up on TV, we wanted to look fresh. As we're walking to the buses, because they had lines for buses after security to like drive us to the actual like set, we get through security and we get gold wristbands. Now there were a lot fewer gold wristbands than blue. The majority of people were getting blue, so we were like, okay, like what's up? But like what we were noticing were that people with gold wristbands were kind of like dressed nicer. Like, not saying that like we're bad and bougie or anything, but not in like jeans and like a t-shirt, you know, nice like rompers, dresses, like, you know, button-ups, things like that. And later we found out that it was because like with gold wristbands we're gonna be up front, like a front row around the stage, just in case like the camera shine on them, whatever, like it would look nice. Get our wristbands and we go onto the buses, because they had buses after security to drive you to the actual set that they were going to be recording the song. When we get to the set, they have like food trucks, restrooms, like chairs, and when we finally got our food and drinks and stuff, we went, sat down on the chairs that they had, and they had like a section for like the gold people and then a section for the blue. After a while, like we were there for a while. We got there around like 3 or 2, I want to say, and the recording wasn't even until 7 because it had to be dark for them to record it, but we had to get there early. All of a sudden, like I'm just sitting there, you know, chilling, and I hear the voice of an angel. I'm Levine. He's doing sound check, and I'm just sitting there like, I didn't know someone could sound so good live. What? High ass note in Dream On, and I was dying. He did it like 4 times before we even went in, so I was like, this man has lungs of steel. What the fuck? Like, obviously, like just hearing him is getting me even more pumped, more excited. Like I'm freaking ready. I'm getting so excited. I'm like, I'm about to see Adam Levine and like all these people live. Like I was freaking out. And so the director or whoever was in charge comes out with megaphones like, okay, we're about to get ready, blah blah blah, we're gonna be dismissing you by rows and then just fill up around the stage, all the stuff, whatever. So we're sitting there, like me, Rachel, Phoebe are like, okay, we need a hot ass, like we need to get front row. He like just starts dismissing the rows or whatever, and we go, and we're hauling ass. We're like, okay, we have to get fucking front row, like we have to. We get there and we're standing in front of the stage. From where we are standing, there's a microphone right in front of us. Like I can touch this microphone. I didn't, but right in front of us. So we're like, okay, like obviously someone is going to be standing in front of us singing. Like who is it going to be? And not gonna lie, as soon as we got there, all of us wanted it to be Adam Levine, because Adam Levine is daddy. Like, oh, I almost fell out of my chair because of how fine he is. So obviously we're hoping like, let it be Adam Levine so we can just admire his beauty like up close and personal, you know. The director comes out on stage before we even start and he gives a disclaimer. Oh my gosh, he was sitting there, he was like, alright guys, like we're about to get started, but I just wanted to let you know, if any of you try to jump on stage, there are cops here, they're gonna grab you and send you to jail. And he was like, and I'm gonna make sure that you go to jail and you spend an entire night there. Like he did not want anybody jumping on stage, like nothing. He was very serious about that, and obviously like I couldn't see why. So there went my plans, like I was not trying to go to jail. After he gives that disclaimer or whatever, we're chilling, waiting. They like handed out like LED glasses, they were so ugly, and like wristbands and stuff. It's like, we're about to start, and they go, and like y'all, oh my gosh, I don't remember if Blake, I'm pretty sure Blake came out before we did the first take. I'm pretty sure him and Adam and Alicia all came out and they stood at their microphones. Okay, like Blake, yeah, he did. Okay, so Blake walks up to the microphone right in front of us, and I'm sitting there like, holy shit. Like I cannot believe he's real, truthfully. Like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like this is Blake motherfucking Shelton right in front of me. Like I was kind of sad it wasn't Adam Levine, but y'all, it was a fucking Blake Shelton, and I was sitting there like, and he is so fine, so fucking fine. Like I didn't think he was that cute like in pictures and stuff, but when I saw him in person, like he's a daddy too. Like oh my gosh. he comes out, he's like, hi, like whatever, and then they start singing. I'll definitely link it down below. It was a great performance, and I'm so glad that I can go back and like rewatch it, kind of relive it, you know? Okay, but anyways. And so they do the first take. It was freaking badass, like so incredible. And as they're doing that, like obviously me screaming like a little girl, like who, I don't know, like I just get too excited. And I was screaming my lungs out, like I was so excited. And after like the first take, the pianist saw how loud I was screaming, and he like gets Blake's attention. He's like, hey, that girl right there, she's a really big fan. She's a really big fan of yours, I can tell. And he like looks over at us, and I'm sitting there like in shock. Like I knew the pianist was talking about me because we locked eyes and he was like pointing at me, and we were looking at each other in the eyes when he was pointing at me, and I was like, oh my. But then like it was the worst experience of my life, kind of, because Blake thought he was pointing at Phoebe. And so I was like, but he still came up and grabbed my hand first, so I don't even care. So like, and I couldn't even really talk truthfully. Like I was so starstruck and happy and like in shock that I was meeting Blake Shelton, and he was holding my hand. Like, what the fuck? I could barely even get words out. And so he's asking us like, oh, where are y'all from? We told him we were from Houston. He's like, oh yeah, Houston, I love Houston. Like I love the Houston rodeo. But I'm sitting there like, bitch, so do I. We have so much in common. Like, let's go to the rodeo together. You know, he's like saying hi to everybody else, and then Alicia sees that he's talking to us, so she comes over and she starts talking to us, and I got to meet Alicia too. I was like, Alicia looked good. She had no makeup on, and she was still popping, like jealous as fuck. They go on, they do another take, because they recorded like 4 or 5 times because they wanted different angles, everything. But Adam, like the entire time, he, like in between takes, he just acted like a diva, like as if he didn't want to be there. Like some of the side comments he would have, like when Miley was like being obnoxious, like I wouldn't say she was being obnoxious, she was just being like Miley, you know, like we just got bad vibes from him. Like it wasn't just me, like mainly like everyone around us thought so too. So we were like, thank God that Adam Levine was not in the microphone in front of us. Like we were happy we got Blake because he's a daddy and he was nice, like, so we were thrilled. And Adam didn't even like pay attention to the people in front of him, truthfully. Like I was happy about Blake. Yeah, I don't know, like it was such a great experience, like meeting Blake Shelton. I have no words at all, because he was just so perfect. Like I did not know a human being can be that perfect. Like yeah, it's definitely a moment that I will forever have in my mind. Like I will never forget it, and I'm so thankful that I got to experience that like while I was in LA. Like amazing. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, or let me know in the comments down below. And while you guys are there, if you want to leave me requests or suggestions on the type of videos you guys want to see from me, definitely do that. I'm an open book, y'all. Like, let me know what y'all want to know, and I will gladly make a video for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, because it would mean the world to me, and why wouldn't you want to subscribe? I mean, come on. Until next time, I hope you guys are doing great, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.